Well, we appear to be ticking off all of the defences in Cadessa today, aren't we? First that Super Barrage, now the Grand Duel, the defender of the Dragon Block staff. Don't use Dragoons. Simply put, don't use Dragoons. Unless you have one turn of them. Because the Dragon Block staff affects dragons. What do we use when we use Dragoons? The power of dragon. Yeah, if you are going to use Dragoons in this, use them in single bursts and try really to rely only on your own sword. I am really early on that today. I am not doing well. Oh well. The good thing about this is it does have fairly weak defences, but its magic is really high. And it does like to do this. That's a light attack. Yeah, it likes to hit your weakness. It will likely do a earth attack onto Albert, a water attack onto Dart. It will try to hit weaknesses. It has access to pretty much every spell, I believe. So, yeah, you can't really come in with a big defense against this, but you can win fairly easy, as long as you don't use Dragoons. If you do use Dragoons, basically what the Dragon Block staff does is it means it will affect you. It will activate. It will reduce your damage down to, I think, 5% of its normal attack, normal damage rating, and your defense down to 0, and your magic defense down to 0. Essentially, the dragon armor that you wear is paper. A lot like if you were up against the Dragon Buster, as we saw earlier. I did say earlier, and I have been stressing it throughout this entire playthrough, that you can only rely on your own sword. The Grand Duel epitomizes that. What are you doing today, Grand Duel? Oh, a wind attack on Albert. It's still going to hurt because magic on Albert, but it's only going to do half damage, which is lucky. Yeah, 470 if that did normal damage. Yeah, that's pretty difficult to deal with, but not too bad. Albert does have a lot of health. And yeah, really, Grand Duel isn't tough as long as you don't play its game. Playing the Grand Duel's game is using a special. Basically, if you do that, you're dead. Because it will reduce your attack and magic attack down to 0. Oh, essentially, your health, defense is down to 0. You are stuck in that with no way to defend yourself, and it will basically tear you apart with its spells. As long as you stay as human, this thing can't really hurt you. Plus, I was able to defeat the Super Virage earlier. Compared to that, this is cake. It really is. It's just a different way of fighting. What one are you doing this time? Turning back time. Level goes down by 5. Essentially what that does is Dart was level 29 before. For the remainder of this fight, he's now level 24. Same with everyone else. They've all gone down 5 levels. So that means their base stats have gone down, so they will take more damage, do less damage. It's not bad unless it happens maybe 2-3 times. At that point, then you start worrying. But as long as you keep the damage consistent, you shouldn't have to worry. You're in the red rows. You can take one more light spell on you, so yeah, let's attack. Oh! Yeah, you do that, don't you? Yeah, that was a full heal. Luckily, I believe... okay, not a full heal. That it's a half heal. 2,700 damage, health. Yeah, it's a half heal. Is it half? Because you're still in yellow. You know what? I don't even know how much health that was. If that was half or more. Or less. Because I... You know what? It was a heal. Let's go with quarter and just say that's the appropriate amount. Because if it was half, it would be in the blue. If it was a full, it would be in the blue. So yeah, that must have been around about quarter. Which spell are you doing today? And who won? Ah, another wind spell on Albert. You're being very nice. Yeah, it's still gonna hurt a bit, but still, you're being very nice today. After that initial burst on Rose, you haven't really done a whole lot. Yeah, you took my health down, my levels down by 5. You did a rock spell on everyone, but other than that, yeah, you've been really nice today. Again, this is sort of why I stopped with my leveling as well, because I'm at levels which are really above what it should be. I think I'm about 2-3 levels above what you really should be to fight this. It doesn't mean a whole lot, because it's only a few stats, but a few stats go a long way. Especially when you're talking about the best additions in the game being used. They're at least 200% damage plus. Albert's is 300 base, Rose's 200 base. Dart isn't using his at the moment, but he's still got a addition which is 200 base. Yeah, we've got a lot of damage coming out at this point in time. 9,000 experience feels free, doesn't it, for that fight? Even if you come into that fight at the normal level that you expected, around about 26, 27 on Dart, that fight still feels underwhelming. As long as you play it right. If you play it by its own game, which is you go Dragoon, you're in a world of hurt. But with the Grand Duel out of the way, its last defender, the Dragon Block Staff, is ours. Does it matter if it had a defender? It might have been kept secret by the ancestor, but it's not like the ancestors come over here to pick it up. He probably didn't know about it either. So let's go out the other way. And we're there, essentially. Very quick exit, because, well, you don't want to be going back through the same route unless you missed items, but we haven't. I was just about to say we're out of here, but we are not out of here. Not quick enough. Yeah. You saw how long that shadow stayed overhead. And we've seen it. Divine Dragon is not small. And it's headed straight for Leningrad. We need to hurry. But how do we outrace a dragon? That's a good question. That thing can fly. We are very far away from Leningrad right now. We did. We might need to use it sooner than we thought. You can do that. He's got to try. We need to be there yesterday. Well, that didn't work. Any other ideas? Meru's parents are getting involved in this. Meru? They're coming through for you. Garaha as well. You can tell the people that have influenced, that Meru has influenced, even in just this short time, she's done a good job. That's one very destroyed Leningrad. Miran and you know exactly what your town looks like. Even if it's destroyed like this, you know where the houses are. Yeah, that Crystal Palace isn't exactly as it once was. Yeah, we know. Can we stop chatting and go? We can, but you know that I said earlier that there wasn't stardust in this town. That's because there wasn't, and now that it's been destroyed, and there's a whole lot more sadness about the place, you could say. Sadness, fire, and everything. Yeah, there's stardust. There's two. I believe there's two more. I don't think the shops change, but I will just check. Doesn't look like they do. I do want to sell a couple of things though, so don't need that healing potion. Don't need the attack ball. Yeah, that should be fine. I've got 2 spaces. Wow. Might sell those 2 attack items as well, since I don't really need them now either. At this point, my additions outweigh a lot of magic. If we go to the back here, you couldn't get to this place before, but there is a backup clinic up here. They opened it up because the old one got destroyed, and there's a stardust up there. Two or three more. There's 2 in the Crystal Palace. Pretty sure there's... Trying to think. I'm sure there's one more I'm missing somewhere. I know where 4 are. I know where 5 are, so yeah, there's only 5 here. So we've got the 3 outside, there are 2 in the Crystal Palace itself. And Miranda is taking up the lead. Good to see that people are still in one piece, because this place is very much a wreck. It's gone for now. Will we take care of it? That remains to be seen, but we're still the best chance. We did. That's one of the reasons why we're still the best chance. Yeah, next is more it's going to it came over first for a flyby. The second one, it came in for and literally fired its cannons. Once on its third one, it will leave nothing standing. Black bottomless mass of hate. It's not finished. There will be a next. If we don't stop him. That's true. Wouldn't she be up in the throne room which got hit directly? And off she goes to check on that because, well, Queen first. Queen Teresa is safe. Wink is fine as well. Everyone's fine thanks to her. Upstairs too. Okay. So everyone's up there. Okay, let's go. I'm pretty sure that the chest. There was a couple of chests in here. They are no longer possible to pick up. They didn't have a whole lot anyway, but yeah, you're not getting them now. Did we actually meet Wink before? I'm pretty certain we... Did we? We heard about her, but we didn't actually meet her. Shana is alive, even though her room where she was standing was pretty much deleted. Upstairs with Queen Teresa. First things first, though. There's number 4 here. And I believe the last one is up in the throne room. This is a very bright light. Shana? Shana? Did you just save the Queen? How? It's not like you've got the power of the White Silver Dragon anymore. That's over in the woman next to the Queen. You seem to have more power in you now than you did before to stop the attack of the Divine Dragon from literally destroying you. So, what did happen here? Damage to people has been in a minimum, but the building's quite a different matter. Wasn't the power of the Dragoon. We know that wasn't possible. So we're seeing directly before the attack. Yeah, that was a power that literally protected against the Divine Dragon's attack. More questions about Shana. Still no answers. We don't know what the heck that is. It's about time we found out about now that, isn't it? No, it's not time. Not yet. Not really. What we thought was a link between you and the Virage isn't. We already know that that's not really the case because we faced one in Gadessa and you weren't there. So, and the only other time it's come into play is when you've been in danger against the snake Orobas and against the second Virage actually when it reached out to you. Where are you going? Well, we've still got a job to do. As much as Shana is a priority for Dart, there's only one way to keep her safe right now in this place, because moving her is not possible in her condition. And that's to stop the thing that's going to attack it again. To the Mount Dragon tomb. The Divine Dragon. That's the big threat. If that attacks again, which can be any time in this place, Shana is in danger. We wouldn't mind. Can we have Shana back? Unfortunately, you are now one of the Dragoons. And yeah, she's still coming with us. We'll leave Shana in the capable hands of the inn, which doesn't seem like a good place, but at least it's got a bed. She can be, except when she's with you, Hashel. But she's right. This really isn't a time for everyone to see Shana. Shana wants to speak to Dart. Are you a friend yet, Miranda? Miranda. Wrong name. I suppose you are, sort of. And actually, no, we haven't seen your Dragoon transformation yet, have we, Miranda? Definitely a different dynamic between Miranda and Rose rather than Shana and Rose. Rose has seen Shana's determination and has learned to live with it and admire it. For Miranda, it's not quite there yet. Technically, Miranda is a more competent fighter in terms of experience because she has that experience while Shana originally didn't. She has the training. But honestly, there's no difference between the two. We'll be back soon. but we've got a job to do. But first, we need to go back up to the phone room. Did say there was 2 Stardust in this now ruined palace. And I believe the last one is over by here. So 45 Stardust. Excellent. I need to rest. Huh. 45 Stardust, 5 more until we have all 50. I know where all 5 of those are, luckily. And next time, off to the Mount Dragon Tomb. The Divine Dragon has spread enough destruction. It is time to utilize the Dragon Block Staff and seal it away once more. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.